Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. As you can probably tell by the title of this video, today's video is another review. I was sent these products for free from Influenster. They reached out to me and asked if I would like to review a couple of products, so of course I said yes. This is not being sponsored. I am not being paid to make a review on this. I'm not being paid to say certain things about these products. It is not endorsed in any way, shape, or form. Everything that is said in this video is 100% my own thoughts and feelings. I was lucky enough to receive these products for free and just asked that I review them. So if you would like to see what I have to say about two new Biore products, then just keep on watching. Alright, so like I said, I did receive these products from Influenster, and they just came in a box that looks like this, just a cute green box that says Biore on it. I will list the website for Influencer down below in the description bar in case you guys are interested in checking it out. It is a fun little website that you can go on and post reviews about products, read reviews about products, you establish your own profile, you can unlock badges on the website by completing certain tasks, and then they do have these Vox boxes that you can be entered in to win and receive products. So inside of the box there was two new Biore products. We have this product right here, which is the baking soda pore cleanser. And then we have this product right here, which is the baking soda cleansing scrub. I will start off with the baking soda pore cleanser. So this is more of a rich, creamy type of cleanser, and it has little tiny beads inside of them. You can see the beads in the tube, but you really feel it when you put it on your face. On the back, it says, Biore Baking Soda Pore Cleanser deep cleans to remove dirt and impurities from the pores, while gently exfoliating away dead skin cells to reveal smooth, healthy looking skin. It is hypoallergenic and dermatologist tested, and this one is ideal for combination skin. I do have combination skin. I tend to get oily and dry at the same time, which makes absolutely no sense to me. That just doesn't register right in my brain, but that is how my skin is. I get oily in the T-zone, but I tend to only really be dry on my nose and around, like, off the sides of my nose, which is weird because I get oily there too. Like, it just does not make sense. Almost immediately after receiving these products, I've had them for about 3.5 weeks now, I believe. It may be a little bit longer, just a little bit less. I can't quite remember exactly when it came in, but pretty well since I've got these products. I switched out my old cleanser, which was the Palmer's Cocoa Butter Skin Therapy Oil. I believe that's the whole title. I switched that one out for this. That one is strictly just like an oil-based cleanser. It is in no way, shape, or form the silky, smooth, creamy cleanser type consistency as this one. That one is pretty much just oil. Initially, when I tried this out, I was a little bit skeptical and I was like, because I was so used to using my other cleanser. So when I first tried this, I went back to my other cleanser a couple of times, but on the back here, it says how to use. For optimal use, use daily. Once I switched that out completely and stopped using that and started to use this just on its own and not going back to that one, I did see some pretty great results. This cleanser is fragranced, but it's not so overpowering that you don't want to put it on your face. I've used some cleansers that are really, really overly fragranced, and it's irritated my skin and it's irritated my nose, and it's just been too overwhelming when washing the face. But I haven't noticed that with this one. The only way that I can really describe this smell is it's very clean, it smells fresh, but it also smells fruity and florally. I don't know how all of those scents could be put into one container, but that's just how it smells to me. It may smell different to other people, but I kind of see it as clean, florally, fresh, lemony goodness on your face. Initially, when I tried this, I didn't really love it, but eventually it grew on me. Because this is more of a cleanser and it's more smooth and creamy and silky, when I washed my face, I did find that it dried my skin out a little bit, which was really like to me because the previous face wash I was using was oil-based and claimed on the bottle to not be drying, and that one didn't dry my skin out, so I wasn't really used to having my skin feel tight and drying after using it. but I have used other cleansers before that have done the same thing and were the same consistency and texture as this one, so I wasn't too worried about it. But it did take me back a little bit when I first tried it because I'd just been using a cleanser that was oil-based and didn't dry my skin out, and so I was kind of just like, ugh. But after using it a couple more times, you know, the tightness didn't affect me as much and it wasn't as bad. And it's not so drying to the point where I'm like, oh my God, my skin feels like it's so dry and it feels like it's gonna flake off and I can't stand this. It wasn't like that at all. And if I found that it was a little bit too drying on my skin, I could just go in with like a nighttime moisturizer and moisturize my face, and so it wasn't that big of a deal. At times I did notice using this cleanser, my face would go bright beet red, but that only really happened when I would work the product into my face more than in other areas. I tend to do that more on my nose and around my nose because those are spots that I notice have a little bit more dry skin and they get a little bit more flaky than other areas of my face. And since this has the exfoliating beads in it, I figured this would be like a great time to do that. So that's the only time I noticed that my skin would get red, but it didn't hurt. My skin did not become red and hurt. And that has happened with other face washes. Sometimes my skin will go bright red to the point where it looks like I have a sunburn on my face, and then my skin will hurt to touch it. Now moving on to this guy. This is the baking soda cleansing scrub. It says, again, it is great and ideal for combination skin. It activates with water for a gentle exfoliation. Has a little lid like this. But the really cool thing about this product, and something that I didn't realize until I really looked at it and just made it so incredibly cool to me, is this guy is a powder. It is not a liquid, it is a freaking powder. When I first pulled this out of the box and I kind of shook it around, I'm like, hold the phone, what the heck? I was totally expecting it to be like a cleanser and not a powder. So this says that you push the button to open the lid, which I had shown you guys, you wet your face, and then dispense a quarter-size amount of product into your hands. Add water to activate the cleanser. More water will soften the cleansing action. Less water obviously makes it a little bit more dense and gritty. And then you just massage all over the face and rinse thoroughly. It says if dryness does occur from this product, to reduce the frequency of using this. This thing is so incredibly interesting to me, and just the whole concept of it blows my mind. It does smell a lot like the cleanser, that fresh, lemony, florally scent, except this, in my opinion, smells less florally and more lemony and kind of zingy. This does smell a little bit stronger than the cleanser, but it's still not super overpowering. This product is gentle enough that you could use it as an everyday exfoliant if you wish to. However, the cleanser does have little exfoliant beads in it, so I don't think that you necessarily need to use this daily because you do get quite a bit of exfoliant power from the cleanser. But this is a nice little way to go in and get rid of anything that may have been left behind. Personally, I have not used this daily. I've only used this a few times when I've noticed there's been some extra flakage on my face and I needed to get rid of that dry skin and dead skin. But it is super gentle, and it's super rich and kind of creamy even though it's an exfoliant. And of course, you have the power to determine how intense the exfoliant is going to be. If you don't want it as intense and you want it really watery and something very minimal and light, you can add more water to the powder so that it's not so gritty. So on the back of this, it does say to ensure that the lid is properly closed to avoid letting in moisture, which obviously makes sense since this is a powder. You don't want any moisture getting into the container itself, because that moisture will cause this to not be powder and start to go liquid, and then it's going to be completely useless and you're not going to be able to use it, so you just don't want to do that. I have noticed quite a difference with my skin since I started using these products daily and not using my other cleanser. This cleansing wash has made my skin brighter. I have not had as many acne breakouts. I mean, I've had some due to a foundation that I was trying and just, you know, hormonal things. Other than that, I have not had any breakouts, so this is definitely keeping my acne down. I think it's because you get such a deeper cleaning with this. It does get really deep into your pores and your skin does feel soft and smooth and fresh and clean after using it. When I do use this exfoliator, I do notice that I get a pretty deep exfoliant, but it's nothing that's harsh and overwhelming. Personally, I don't think you need to use both of these. If you wanted to implement just one of them into your skincare line, I think it would help you tremendously. Overall, I give these products a solid 2 thumbs up. They are really, really great. Like I said, I haven't really had any problems with my skin using them, but they are a really, really solid line. I feel like this is great for someone with oily skin like myself, or even someone who has some drying skin and wants just that exfoliation. If you do have really dry skin, I wouldn't necessarily recommend the cleanser just because of the drying feeling it can give, but I would recommend the exfoliant. Price point for these, before I forget, since I didn't mention it earlier, I'm not too sure what it retails for in Canada. That is where I am. When I was given these products, I didn't receive a price list with it or anything. However, I did go online to Ulta's website, and on Ulta's website, this little guy here is $9.99 and the cleanser is $6.99. Things are usually about $1 or $2 more expensive in Canada. If you do try it out and you like it, I would love to hear what you had to say about it, what your thoughts and opinions are. You can let me know in the comment bar down below, or you can get a hold of me on any of my social media. That will be listed in the description box below in this video. So thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, that way you'll know when there are new videos out and about for you. And follow me on my social media. I tend to post there and keep you guys up to date on some of the things that are going on. I love all of you, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.